I'm Ross Grieve, and I'm a street photographer. Let me take you for a trip into my mind on how I shoot my street photography, how I see things, how I observe, how I approach people, and of course, my imagery. When I arrive in a city, it's normally at a train station, and I like to photograph immediately what's around me. Whether it's a pianist playing in that station, capturing those beautiful memories as he tinkers on those keys. It's simple, but so effective. Street photography isn't always about black and white. I love colours. Sometimes I like to blend into the environment, almost become invisible, and let people just go about their day, especially in crowded areas. So I can crouch down low, get some amazing angles, and just have a slow shutter speed so I can get a bit of movement into my imagery. It's important also just to take a break. Stand and have a look around you. Take in your environment. Enjoy it. Wall art is forever changing, and it's a great background for any photos. One of my signature looks is a slow shutter or dragging the shutter to get that nice blurred look as someone will walk through my shot. I use a LUMIX GX9 for all my street photography with our Leica 15mm. I find it nice and small and versatile, and it suits me perfectly. It's not threatening, it's not huge, and it's also, people don't notice me so much. But I do interact with people. I will go up to someone who is interesting and say, "Excuse me, can I take your photo?" There's nothing wrong with asking someone if you can take their photo. I mean, a lot of people will be quite flattered. Just remain polite, courteous, and people will be the same back to you. I use an image app when I'm out and about rather than carrying bits of paper, so this enables me to get model releases should I need them, should I want to use images commercially. Some people will know some of these are street portraits and some of these images are street photographs. The type of person I am, I like to speak to people, I like to interact. Sometimes I get a lot more out of them rather than just lurking in the shadows and taking photos. I can get up and get an amazing photo of someone just by saying, "Hello, you're really cool, can I take your photo?" And then bang, they get this type of reaction which you wouldn't normally get if you just took it from afar. I'm constantly looking and observing, not things that just are visually appealing, but when you're out and about you will smile, you'll see things, and you'll meet amazing people. Such as two people who travel all the way from Australia to see their Robbie Williams concert. Their day was grey because it wasn't the best weather. I went up and talked to them about this, where they've been, how they got there, and they're over the moon that they've had their trip documented. When I photograph people who are less fortunate than myself, I will always approach them and ask if I can photograph them first. I want to know their story and find out how they are. This particular image is very dear because the battery was running low. I took the shot just as two people walked arm in arm past them, and the camera died. I couldn't even show them the photograph, which was heartbreaking because ironically I could not view this photo till I got home. I like to get involved with interesting characters, whether it's a group of people who are dressed as Monty Python characters, the Gumbies. You have to go up and get involved. Your imagery will become so much more dynamic if you're in the center of that. If I stood back, I would get a very, what I would call, flat image, and because they were interested in what I'm doing, I engaged with them, then the imagery I get from them is much more dynamic. But as a street photographer, street portrait photographer, whatever you like to call it, always remain respectful, remain safe, and respect people's privacy. That is key. And just enjoy being out there and photographing. One of my favorite places to photograph is the underground. The lighting is so dynamic. The shape, the way the light reacts, the characters are always changing, the people are changing. It's such a great place to observe people. It's absolutely amazing. As a photographer, I love it. I find it extremely interesting. Street photography is a fantastic way to practice your skills as a photographer and improve your skills as a photographer. I'm Ross Grieve. Thank you for watching Street Portrait of an Artist.